So we got 2018 Mazda 3 with a rough idle symptoms and also intermittent stalling. So let's see if we can dive into it. Hey, what up, folks? Alright, we got 2018 Mazda 3. Customer complaint is that they got a rough idle on this vehicle and also it stalls from time to time. You're not sure exactly what's going on. So we took it to the nearest garage and I believe they replaced the spark plugs, but they didn't get through. So he asked if I could check it out for him. So we're right here now. So let's see if we could dive in, see if we could diagnose this vehicle for this customer and basically get him back on the road, right? I have a fair idea what the problem is, okay, but I'm going to show you exactly my process, how I got to it and, you know, figure it out. So let's see if we can dive into it. Okay, let's get the scan tool set up. Hold on real quick. All right, so off the top, I noticed that we have a fault code on the system. I don't have any check engine light on, and I have a problem with my trims. So you gotta ask yourself what's going on, right? So we got a P0172 system too rich. All right, probable causes are O2 sensor, purge, you know, the usual suspect. I mean, injectors, anything could cause this, right? But I don't think that's the problem right now. But I like to do a few things before I get to it. You know, I like to check the oil, make sure that no injector is stuck. You know, see if we have any vapors coming out from the tank. Use, you know, through the purge valve. That's a common place where they tend to come in. And right now I'm pulling like, let's say, was that minus 10%? So the ECU is taking away 10% fuel. So it definitely could feel like it's a misfire. So I understand the thought process of the previous garage, but it definitely isn't, because right now I believe the code trigger at around minus 12.5%. So probably we're really close, because that's what yellow means technically. If you notice to the left, you see fuel trims in yellow. That's letting us know that, you know, it's borderline having problems, right? Red means bad. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I have some things I like to do first, right? Go on the hood, you know, smell the oil, see if it's contaminated with any fuel, right? We have minus 10. I mean, it's not that bad, so I won't think it's an injector being stuck. It could be the purge valve, it could be the mass head flow, it could be a faulty O2 sensor, it could be a lot of things, right? But we need to have a process in how we're gonna attack this, right? So yeah, so let's get to it. What else I need? Do I need anything else? No, I don't think I need anything else. All right, so we're gonna definitely go on the hood first. All right, let me just see exactly what's going on in the shop, and then we're gonna go on the hood and take a look, right? So Mazda 3, Mazda 6, you know, they don't have a throttle relearn, so we don't have to relearn any idle or something like that, but they do tend to act up when you disconnect the battery. But it's not an idle problem that we have. We have a lean condition, a rich condition, which we have to address. So you gotta stick to your plan, right? So try not to deviate, right? So that means the ECU is seeing too much fuel and it's going to take it away. So let's go on the hood. So we're on the hood right now, and let's see exactly how the condition of the oil. The customer did mention that he replaced it a few months ago, and this customer doesn't drive too far, right, to work. So that can also cause a rich condition where, you know, seeing that you don't use the vehicle as often, you know, it tends to contaminate a little faster, right? I saw that. I don't know why, but I saw that before. That's why from then on, I noticed I need to check the oil condition and smell it exactly before I go after anything else on Mazdas. Okay, I had a CX-7 that was dumping fuel, but that was a GDI setup. This is not GDI, so I don't have to worry about, you know, that high pressure thing. I mean, tentatively, but let's go back in the vehicle and let's put this, you know, use the scan tool, take it for a drive and see if we can, you know, figure it out. So at a low RPM, I'm definitely pulling fuel, and as we accelerate, I'm seeing the fuel trims improving. So that is, I mean, is it fuel? No, I think it is more or less around the air. So that's the neat thing about this scan tool. You know, you can drive and, you know, map out exactly a plan, and the software helps you, see things a little better, right? So I'm taking away minus 12%, right? And I do have problems with my fuel trims at idle. And if I step on the gas, you see, it got a little worse and then it got better. So we definitely gotta go after probably air. I'm gonna check the air on this for sure. Right, but before we do anything, let's do the simple thing. Right, I already checked the oil, so I'm gonna just blank off the purge to ensure that no fumes is coming from the tank, and basically following up the whole fuel trim mixture. Right, so let's get that done. All right, so what you got here is I have a blank, basically pliers on the purge line that's coming to the intake. So I'll just block that off to see exactly if my fuel trims got better. Right, but from the looks of it, it doesn't look like it got better. It's basically saying -7, -8, around -12 from time to time. So the purge is not at fault right now, so we gotta try something else, right? So I believe I have a old mass airflow in the box somewhere, so I'm gonna see if I could get that off and probably just swap it out and just take a look and see if my fuel trims got better. What I'm gonna try is to use mass airflow. Let's see if it works. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try, right? I do have access to one, so I'm just gonna take it off and put it on. And the symptoms is letting me know that we have a fault on the air side, right? Not on the fuel side, because it cannot be a fuel pump issue because the ECU is actually taking away fuel, so it's rich condition technically. So he's seeing more fuel, or he's dumping more fuel because he probably not sure exactly what's going on with the air. So we're just gonna put this mass airflow on and see if we can assist the vehicle with the air fuel correction and see if it makes, if it stopped taking away fuel. So okay, so we don't have a faulty O2 sensor because I created a lean condition and I saw that the vehicle, the ECU did its correction. We don't have a fuel correction problem because he's taking away fuel. Alright, I ensure that the purge was not pulling vapors from the tank. So the only thing left is, the mass airflow. Right, this is not a spark plug issue or no coil issue or no timing issue. This is simply that the vehicle is not getting sufficient air to do its job. And basically, yes, it is. So right now, with this used mass airflow on, you see my long trim is around -3, and before it was saying -12, -7. Around there. So that's letting me know that whatever I did with this mass airflow fixed this vehicle. So right now my fuel trim is at -3. It's gonna get better, probably gotta take it for a test run, but this is excellent. And before my math was reading at 2.5 and it's 1.8 now. Okay, so let's take it for a test run, and look, you have it right there. Right before, my chart had red and yellow blocks in between, and now it's fully green with one yellow box. So we're gonna drive this vehicle. We don't have a relearn to do with the mass airflow, the throttle, but I believe this definitely fixes problem. Alright, it's starting to rain, so I'm trying to hurry up with this video because it's kind of hard to, record and drive, and I also got my kid in the back, so just be, daddy duties. But yeah, I believe whatever we did by replacing that mass airflow is definitely gonna fix this vehicle. So I'm gonna inform the customer that all he needs is a OE mass airflow, and right now it's reading like it's supposed to. I could have diagnosed this vehicle using another scan tool, but I choose to use this one because I love seeing the data. This software is so data driven, and once you learn how to interpret what you're seeing, you can make the right call. And what I was seeing that my air was basically breaking up, and right now I'm at 0.78 on my long term, so that's excellent. Everything is good, right? This is the fix. I could basically tell the customer your vehicle is fixed confidently because I have all the information and the data letting me know, all is well, right? So for sure, until next time, y'all take it easy. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, give me a thumbs down if you don't. But let me know down in the comment box why you don't like my video. Other than that, hit that bell notification. You dig for more content by DJ Mobile Auto Services. It's not going to take you much just to subscribe to my channel, right? It's free. It's no, you don't have to pay no payment plan, nothing like that. When I get big, I may reconsider, but for now, it's not going to take you nothing just to hit that bell notification and give me a thumbs up. right? And let me know that you really like my videos and the stuff that I put out there, right? I show you the fix, I show you the diagnose, you know, I showed you how I repair things, right? And the channel is definitely growing. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna be more locked in 2025 into 2026 once all is well, you know, and I got health and strength. But I really appreciate all the support, man, right? So until next time, y'all definitely take it easy. We definitely fix this vehicle and the customer is definitely gonna be happy. So let the data guide you into making the right call so you don't be a parts changer. Peace.